You know, every time there's an effort to put in place rules, often like derisively called regulations, things that are designed to ensure safety, fairness, protections, level playing field to protect people. You always get met with the argument from the most wealthy, well-heeled folks that, well, it's inconvenient. This is inconvenient, it's not needed, it's none of these things. Well, ask the people in Ohio about the inconvenience of a toxic train derailment in their community, something that's going to have significant impacts on the air quality, on water quality, on overall safety, when in fact the last administration, the Trump administration, rolled back protections designed to ensure that our railway systems and trains are operated more safely. In the 2008 financial crisis, we saw clearly it was attributed to the rollback of financial regulations designed to protect the integrity of our overall economy. And then in the aftermath of 2008, we saw a lot of protections be brought back to ensure that we wouldn't have banks failing, that we wouldn't have regular folks paying the price because of greedy, risky, speculative behavior. And then what happened just as soon as those rules were put in place? Well, the same folks, including the CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, came to Congress saying these are inconvenient. They're not needed. Well, let me tell you what's inconvenient. What's inconvenient is a bank failing and businesses being in a position of not sure that they're going to be able to make payroll for people who get up and go to work. Not people who cashed out huge bonuses right before the bank closed. Not people making money on speculation. Not people denying the wisdom their own advisors tell them when they say you have too much risk and you're at a potential of collapse, and they ignore it because they're making too much money. So the next time we have a conversation around things like common sense rules and safeguards, they're often designed to protect regular folks, to ensure fairness, to ensure safety, to ensure that we avoid calamities. And I hope one day we can learn the lesson that there's got to be some guardrails around the things we do, or we will be constantly seeing bailouts of people or incredible environmental destruction that really impacts people's lives. On a positive note this week, spring training is happening. It's one of my favorite times of year. I love the game of baseball. I've played since I was a kid and I really enjoy it. And I want to talk about, I've had a lot of people ask me about the new rules. And you know, one of the most beautiful things about baseball is it's one of the only major sports without a clock. There is no clock. It has a rhythm and a flow based on the feel of the game. When you go to a game, it's incredible. You can sit with someone and have a conversation, and there's downtime between things. Having said that, and being a little bit of a baseball purist who hates the designated hitter, hates turf and domes and all of those types of things, I got to tell you, I think that the pitch clock is going to be okay. It is getting us back to a length of a game that's where it used to be before every batter felt like they had to adjust their batting gloves on every single pitch. And it is going to bring down the time of the game. And I also fully embrace and support getting rid of the shift. Baseball has 9 positions. You ought to play that position. There's no position, and baseball was invented for shallow right field, playing between the second baseman and the right fielder. And I think what we're seeing in spring training is more hits, more runs, more excitement. The larger bases and changes to pickoff rules are going to entice more steals, which are some of the most exciting things that happen in our game. And we will be able to get through our game in less than 3 hours. So I am excited. I'm thrilled for our Padres. I can't wait to see what we do this year, and I look forward to watching the conclusion of spring training, and then most importantly, the best day of the year, opening day. That's it for me. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll be back soon.